Hi, this is Robert Lilligard from Be Our Guest PR. I'm going to talk today about failure, which is one of the most popular emails I've ever written. See, many business owners, many marketers really struggle with failing, and I'm going to show you today that failure is not a bad thing. Far from that, it's actually a sign that you're on the right track. Let's talk numbers. For every 7 or 8 stories I pitched, I would get one accepted in magazines. For every sale I'd try to make at the farmer's market, there'd be so many sales I didn't get. And in consulting, it's normal that I get maybe 1 out of 10 of the contracts I try to get. Now, this is really normal. I think when you see the front page of the newspaper, when you see LinkedIn, what you're seeing magnified are all the successes of the people in your space. But like you, they are dealing with a lot of failures behind the scenes. There's so much work that goes into the smallest successes and so many efforts that don't make the media. It's sometimes hard to see it. You know, in your business, but you don't necessarily see what's going on in their business. There was an academic recently, I'm going to put a link below in the video description, that talked about the failures he experienced. He did a CV of all the awards he didn't win, all the publications he tried to get into but didn't make. Now, this man has a prestigious career, so showing that was just really the tip of the iceberg for what he attempted versus what he tried. I think we all know stories of this in our business and in other businesses. One I have in mind is a fairly successful restaurant owner I know. In fact, he might be watching this. If so, hello. He started a second restaurant soon after the first one, and he paid for that thing for 8 years or so. It was a huge bust, and it almost drove him under. Now, he has opened a couple of businesses even more recently, and he's doing quite well, but he will tell you that was too early. That was a mistake, and it's one that almost sunk him. I know in my business I have done similar things. I own a small bakery, and at our bakery, we just spent piles and piles of money on an advertisement that just plummeted. It did nothing for us. Another time we opened a kiosk at the mall. We thought that would be a surefire bet. I mean, it works for Cinnabon. Why doesn't it work for us? Well, it didn't work for us. It sunk our budget for the entire year. You know what, though? In both cases, those were just one small thing. And if you look at the overall track record of all the other things we were trying at that time, it ended up quite successful. So I think the lesson for us today is this. You're going to try a lot of things in your business. You're going to try a lot of things in marketing. They are not all going to be winners. But as long as you don't stop trying, as long as you keep track of what's working, what isn't, on balance, it's going to be worth it. I read a book once that's called Failure, the Back Door to Success, and I think that's a good model for us all. Talk to you later.